Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
They tried a quick hitter inside. But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 54 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now Gurley. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
11 yards there, 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
It's easy work and it's coming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. To find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Take four.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib.
To keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look at? Because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking deep for who? And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Looking to throw on second down. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback in the pulled-out position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Goff.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Bravo! Let him go!
On 2nd and 9. Ryan, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the tripping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here. And at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. So many slants in the red zone. Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Ryan. He's going to loft this one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
he's going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Exactly what they needed right there.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Julio Jones once again the intended target. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 23. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, if these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 39 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, lady. Let's go, defense. Maverick. Here we go. Check 20.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
On 2nd and a yard, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the counter, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's certainly been. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Now Goff on 1st down. Flushed out right. He gets it to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 22 yards there, a first down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check it out, 39.
Ryan. Escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, Tuesday.
After the sack on first down, Ryan dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
58, right over there. Yeah.
51.
Right there. Go. 58.
Hey, seam 6.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Ryan. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.
So that'll do it for us. For my crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
All day, dog. He's crashing.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down 6 at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
It's easy work.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Hey, check.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vic Beasley able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They run it here with Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. They find some open field here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
54, south, under 10, 10. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Five. Hey, watch the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Gordon on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's Able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosive.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And all about...
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 42 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What we got? All ready, we're ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. Like we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Well, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rivers now. He's going to let this one go deep. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The intended receiver there, Allen. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second and 11 now. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the... Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 22. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
High 7. Let's go.
On second and 9, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
21. Hey, Delta. Get out.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch.
11.
Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Desmond King picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Give him 30 yards there. This is something that we know that they like to do, incorporating him out of the backfield into their passing attack.
And it's not just a check down option either. This is a full part of their offense, and they rely on the fact that they can get the ball in his hands.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. On second down, Eckler. And he is out of bounds here. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Derek Watt taking it in. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Bring it! 58 to Mike, 58.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
20!
57 to Mike.
Hey, orbit!
Run.
Mike's 57, 57's right!
To throw again, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Block 11!
On first down, it's Gordon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Back now in Atlanta as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Go!
Now Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second and a long way to go. Ryan over the middle, complete. That's Jones. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's now third down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 15. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 52 yards, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Check 20. Go.
To throw again is Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my theme of Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Rivers to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Throwing Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Boy, Keenan Allen couldn't pull that one in, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Let's go. Do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
25.
58, come on.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Face. Hey, Zoo.
Nice, sweet.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Matt Ryan now breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. Throwing again, Ryan. Pretty move. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
We're okay. Round 80. Easy.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
I'm coming after you.
58. Fresno.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left, and we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet of what he knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna...
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway in Southern California. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, you ready? 52. I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Get out.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Desmond King making the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, and boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Well, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
On 2nd and 1, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Let's go, let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Ready, blue 80, like 25.
Go. Go.
Check 5, 25.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
His throw caught at about the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
After 1. Seven 0 on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Again, it's Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, Charlie!
57, Mike 57. You go right now.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, free players.
Here's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Mike, 58, right there. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got...
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Come on.
Rivers now from the 50. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And it's complete. Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Rivers. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. On first down, Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works free. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is Freeman. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
65. Hey, 59, ready. Hey, let's go.
To throw is Ryan. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rivers to throw it. Sets up the screen to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally brought down at the 38. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On third down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's checking. He's 54, son. 58, boy. 58.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe and he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of... Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lucky, 21. Bravo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watch the shoot! 51, Tom! 57, Mike. 50. Hey, box truck. Get up!
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now it's Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And his pass incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Badgley's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got it. 25. Got it. Check 37. Wait.
Operating from the gun, Ryan, and he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Falcon field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass. takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 50 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
At the Falcons' 18-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Oh, some strong running. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 21.
From the gun, Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Joey Bosa and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Rivers now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 54, down. Check three. 20. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Five.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. The end result, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Smooth.
Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Rivers. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So